My name is Kathy Fosno, and this is Kat's Creative Corner. Welcome to Tuesday's card. Today we're going to be making this Z-fold card using our Carried Away Designer Series paper that you can get for free by spending $50 in our occasions and or our annual catalog, along with a lot of other choices for you. If you just need to get a little brochure that gives you the free items, contact me at catscreativecorner.com, or you can leave a message at the bottom of this video. Okay, so we're going to be using the Carried Away Designer Series paper, as I said, which has all different kinds of fun little images. You can see our Designer Series paper has two sides, so this one has lots of hot air balloons. We're also going to be using the Up and Away Thinlit dies, which has the hot air balloons, clouds, all kinds of neat things like that. And we're going to be using our Lift Me Up stamp set. We're going to be using this hot air balloon, and we're going to be just cutting out some different shaped clouds with the Up and Away Thinlit set. You can get this set as a bundle right now, which when you bundle, if it's offered to you, you can get 10% off than if you bought them each separately. So it's a good deal. Okay, so I'm going to take a piece of Whisper White cardstock. I cut it at 4 1/4 and scored it, and it's 11 inches long, 4 1/4 wide, and then I scored it at 5 1/2 and at 2 3/4. Then I took a piece of Native Navy and I cut it 1 1/2 inch thick, and I cut it at 10 1/2 inches, and I scored it 2 3/4 and at 5 1/2. So first we're going to take with our bone folder and we're going to fold our card in half at the score line and then turn it back towards the fold so that you have a Z. Can you see the Z? There. Okay, then you're going to take your Native Navy and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to score and score. Now, if you're a little confused with the measurements, just keep trying till you get it. It really, once you do it the first time, I think you won't have any problems. And the Designer Series paper that I did choose, the sheet, like I said, it's called Carried Away. And I'm going to choose this one that's like a little road map kind of. And I'm going to start out by attaching my large piece, which is 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm going to put it right. I want to make sure the direction is right. When you have directional DSP, you've got to look at it and make sure you place it just right. Okay, and then I'm going to take the middle piece of DSP, and as you can see, it has a hot air balloon on it, and I want to make sure that that's in the right direction. So I'm going to sit it, and I'm going to center that in the center section here. Now, we've got our DSP that's already folded, and I am going to take the short end, the shortest end, and I'm going to attach that to my VSP, and I'm going to do it just a little shy of the bottom, like this. And I'm going to make sure it matches the center, make sure the middle crease matches the center, and then I am going to attach this piece, the long fold piece. I'm going to attach that here. And I want to leave it about a 1/2 inch shy of the edge. I want to leave it a little bit. Now, as you can see, I have my second Z, so I have a double Z. Can you see that? It's like a little box in here. So you just fold it down. Okay, and now I'm going to place my third panel right over that Night of Navy strip. Okay, and what did I tell you? Make sure it's the right direction. In this case, my hot air balloons were going the wrong direction. So let's try that again. Lucky I didn't press too hard. My husband and my son are working on a motorcycle that my husband got this weekend, or last weekend, and they're working on it and getting it running. So they're in and out, so I apologize for the screen door sounds. Okay, now I'm going to I have 3 hot air balloons here, the third one, that I stamped on and cut out. And I used Watermelon Wonder, Peekaboo Peach, and Night of Navy for my hot air balloons. And with my hot air balloons, you can usually tell what color you need that's in your paper. On the back of your paper stack, you'll have, it'll be in writing in the back what colors are used in the DSP. So these are some of the colors that are used in the DSP. So I am going to take and I'm going to put randomly wherever I feel like. I'm just going to add, using stamping dimensionals, I'm adding my hot air balloons. And I think I'll stick one like right here. And then my last one I'll stick, I think I'll stick it right here. Okay. Now I have some clouds, and I'm going to take these clouds and I am going to use one of our sponge daubers, and I am going to sponge around the edge of our cloud just so it gives it a little more dimension. And I'm going to do 4 clouds, I think. Okay, there's 2. See, it just makes it look a little more depth. It's not like you're really coloring the clouds, you're just giving it dimension. We'll do 1 more cloud. Like I said, I already cut them out. If it gets a little smudgy, that's okay. Clouds have smudges. Clouds aren't perfectly white. They're all different shapes and sizes. Okay, so now I'm going to take and I'm going to use my dimensionals again. Now, when you're using your dimensionals, you will notice that your dimensionals have a paper on the back. And if you have a hard time getting the paper off, just press in the center and it'll lift it up on the sides. So I'm going to I stamped onto the long cloud, I stamped, "Thanks for lifting me up." Can you see that? Okay, I don't know if that comes out in reverse or not on the video. We'll have to check that out. And I'm going to put that right on the edge there. And then I'll put one over here, and make sure you don't put them on the creases, because if you do, it won't fold correctly. Let's move this one down just a little. Let's put it right here under the balloon. How's that? Okay, that was a quick and easy card. Not at all hard to do. It just looks complicated. Somebody's going to get it and say, "Wow, look what they did," and send it to me. But it doesn't really take that much effort at all. I hope you enjoyed this card. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and go on over to my website at catscreativecorner.com, where you can find more cards like this, and you can find the supply list and measurements for this card. Thanks for coming by.